Today is Sunday, 5th January, the first edition of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, dear audience, good evening and welcome to our briefing actuality. We start today information by the town of Commune 1 of District of Bamako through its municipal council and its staff organized a year's end at the Jellybugu field near Sotelma. This evening was marked by the presence of several authorities, mayor and councillor of the Commune 1, as well as artists to give pleasure to the population. Together, let us follow this report. Like every end in the years, the town of the Commune 1 organizes an evening in order to celebrate a New Year's with its population, to share the joy as well as to strengthen the bond between the town hall and its elected official. The population of Commune 1 responded present and was over the moon with joy and happiness. At midnight sharp, everyone started and welcome to the New Year's 2020. After the Christmas Eve, the Deputy Mayor of Commune 1, Umar Togo, addresses his audience to wish the main mayor his own recovery and to thank the population before making this 2020 view. Last night, actors, griots like Brahma Sumano as well as male and female artists all move the crowd, including rappers when we call Luca Prod, Baba Mariko, and many others, all satisfied, happy, and relieved by the holding of this evening initiated by the mayor of Commune 1 and wish the Happy New Year's 2020. On the occasion of celebration of the night of 31st December 2019, Energie Tv, always close to the viewers, decided to tour around the Bamako to notice what people are enjoying themselves, what people they were satisfied and welcome the New Year's. It was really wonderful and fantastic. Together, let us follow this report. It's 1 p.m. Traffic jams, cars, all of kings, motorcycles, pedestrians, men and women are everywhere in the city of Bamako, all with a single slogan celebrating the night of 31st December. Here we are at the level of the Ibiza Night Club, a club very sought after the night hall. This Ryan that attracts a lot of young people, movement everywhere, some await for the others, by counts, other to take pictures, visit the place, and have fun. The well-dressed girls and boys, all is still and choco, fashion, and everyone thinks they are undermined like never before. On the way to the Independence Squares, the city of Bamako is comparable to that of New York. Lights are everywhere and traffic jams, but the population is there. Some say they are tactic but continue to have fun and other in the relationship. During our stroll, we noticed a strong presence of our army and security forces, in particular the police officers who are everywhere to give free access and facilitate circulation. And finally, we are at Bama-R, an activity initiated by Africa Sen, which brings together thousands of Malians to give them joy and happiness. We jam, we sing, we dance. The atmosphere is everywhere, especially with three talented young rappers who are called Calibre 27 tried to grow with their performance. As we say, everything that's happening has an end and each end constitutes a new start. So we say goodbye to 2019 and wish a Happy New Year's 2020. A large mobilization for Friday 10th January 2020 across the country to demand the departures of French forces from Malian territory. The announcement was made this Wednesday 1st January 2020 by the leaders of Yerawolo movement standing on the back through a press conference held at Bamako Labor Exchange. our different reporters were at the places well known as Moussa Diarra and Aboubacar Bey Touré. This meeting took place in the presence of 100 young people from all over Mali. They were 50 with posters hostile to France. As good citizens, the tone of this press conference was given by the execution of the national anthem of Mali and the observation of a minute of silence in memory of the soldiers who fell on the field of honor. The target of this meeting was to inform national and international opinion on the holding of a large mobilization on Friday, 10th January 2020 to demand the departure of French forces from Malian territory. The date of January 10th is highly significant. For conferences, it is French which is the origin of the crisis planning of our country. This mobilization, the content of which is not yet relayed, concern only Malians living in Mali, but also those of the diaspora. The organizer of this mobilization say they do not understand that despite the presence of the foreign forces in our country, the situation is only getting worse day by day. Obviously, they seem to be determined to not stop there. The press conference started with the execution of the national anthem of Mali. Many have criticized on the web for its adherence to the political government agreement well known as ADP Maliba Party, which came third in the last presidential election. Party officials were in front of the press at their headquarters to light the lantern of the media men. We keep always with Moussa Diarra and Aboubacar Bey Touré. Indeed, the addition of the party when we call ADP Maliba to the political government agreement signed on December 3rd, 2019 has caused a lot of irons and silver. If many issues at self-invitation to the manager, the party leaders explaining rather than it was rather an action of patriotism. In the presidium of this press conference, President Youbaba, accompanied by the Secretary General of the party, Mr. Abdoulaye Sidibé, to defend the new position of the party. According to ADP Maliba officials, the party is very conscient in its actions. During this press conference, President Youbaba recalled the instruction given to party activists during the inclusive national dialogue. As a reminder, the party, well we call it ADP Maliba, came third in the last presidential election, and its first president, current Mr. Amadou Thiam, and the first Secretary General of the party, Mr. Sori Ibrahima Traoré, were excluded from the party at its last Congress. The party accused these two people of having taken the side of power, being a political party of the opposition. The Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, through its Directorate Public Relations Information of the Army Forces, organized a press briefing in its headquarters following rumors circulating on social network concerning the hiring military transport aircraft, notably called chartering. This press point was moderated by the director of DIRPA, Jarankone, and at the Brigadier General Dauda Damele. Together, let us follow this report. It is normal for a military aircraft to serve a third party? Yes, it's normal for military transport aircraft to be used by civilian associations, organizations, institutions outside the Department of Defense and Veterans. In other words, any natural or legal person can benefit from the service of military aircraft from Malian transport. When that happens, it's obviously a charter. These were the words of Brigadier General Dauda Damele responding to rumors circulating via social network. DIRPA, aware of the situation, reassures the population that the state takes charge of the army, but that saying that the later range displaying at conditional rate is obviously a great debate. Colonel Major Jarankone stressed that the charter of the craft is subject to well-defined criteria. The speaker also invited journalists to celebrate more with them to help them carry out their missions. Ladies and gentlemen, these were our today actuality, in which is a pleasure to present it for those who are watching us from Dumanaba, from Gao, from Kidal, or around the world. We say thank you for watching and stay connecting on Energie TV. Energie TV, the child of environment.